Hi, good morning. It's another beautiful morning here in Overgard. Beautiful weather. Today, I would like to invite you to bring a block to the practice. You could bring two. Unfortunately, I only have one with me on my trip. We'll be doing some block work. Often, people that I work with find blocks to be like a weakness or a sign like they're unable to do a pose. And blocks are nothing like that. Blocks actually make it easier to do the pose. They allow you essentially to raise the floor up a little bit, making it easier for your fingertips to reach, making it easier for the body to be in the proper alignment and through extension of the spine. So I really encourage you to use a block. When working with a block, sometimes it does take a moment to get the block in the correct position. And I want you to think of that as when you're doing alignment. We want you to take time when going into poses to get your body into the correct alignment before you move on. And that's no different than working with the block. You take the time to get the block into the right spot, make your adjustments, and then move into your pose. So if you're ready for a nice workout with me this morning, let's find our way to child's pose. Bringing your big toes to touch. I'm going to offer you a couple of options here with your block. So you can go into child's pose without the block if you're already comfortable in that position. But so often people aren't. They find child's pose an uncomfortable position. So that block can help with that. Your options are to slide the block underneath you so it's between your heels, and then you can sit your hips on the heel, on that block. That'll raise the hips up a little higher. A second option would be to keep your toes touching and place the block on the heels, making it easier for the hips to rest back. So the heels, then the block, then the hips on the block. And then you would just walk the hands out. And then your last option here is for your head. Let's say your hips feel great, your knees feel great, but your head doesn't reach the floor. You can always stack your hands. However, if you have that block, you could place the block there under the forehead. You find the position that's nice and comfortable. The forearms resting on the mat, shoulders down the back. Hold the belly in as you sit your hips back a little bit further, and then when you're in that fully comfortable position, the perfect spot for you. Relax the belly, close the eyes. Simply begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Slow, deep, rich, full breath. Connecting with the breath as you breathe in and out through the nose. Allowing the body to completely, the air to completely fill the lungs, body expand. And as you exhale, the body softens. Disconnecting from the world, connecting with yourself. Let's take that deep breath in. Sigh it out. Please remember to take whatever modifications you need in the poses and to utilize the block to the best of your ability. On your next inhale, rise up to tabletop position. The hands are directly under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. You can place the block out of the way for now. We'll start with some cow and cat. So on an inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts, the gaze goes up, cow pose. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away for cat. Again, inhale, belly drops, heart lift, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away. Inhale, really articulate through the spine as you move to cow. Exhale as you move to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Coming back to the flat back. Beginning to move into puppy pose. You may wish to have your block for puppy pose. I would recommend the block be placed in the lowest position. And for the remainder of the class, this is low position. This is second position, or the middle position. And this is its highest position, or position 3. So I would recommend position 1. However, you can change to position 2 if you need to. We'll start to walk the hands out. Try to keep your hips directly over those knees. As you walk the hands out, you're going to drop your chest down, placing the block under that chest. Walk your hands out. Hold the belly tight. Maybe drop the forehead. Breathe. Slowly begin to walk your hands up. Pull the block out of the way for just a moment. And take your right foot to the right, so it's sort of behind you, and extend your left leg out. So the left leg is nice and long and the left foot is flat and the right leg is behind you. If you would like the block, you can place it at its lowest position. It'll lift yourself up just a little bit more. And you want to take the time to get that block underneath you so that wrist is directly under the shoulder. Let's just extend the left arm, bicep by the ear. Feel the opening along the left side of the body. Breathe. Maybe roll the left shoulder back to kind of gaze up. Then slowly bring the left hand down. Back to about tabletop position. The left knee comes down, the right foot comes back, so we're in tabletop. Moving the block over to the left hand. Begin to twist that left foot behind you again. And the right leg will extend out. So the right leg is nice and long and the foot is flat. Left knee is behind you, and you're going to position that block so that you can get your shoulder over your wrist. Then extend through the spine. So we're not dumping into the left shoulder, we're lifting and extending. And the right arm reaches up and over. Palm is towards the mat. Shoulders are stacked, and then the gaze goes up towards the tricep. feel the opening and the lengthening on that right side body. Maybe roll the right shoulder back so you can look up to the heavens a little bit more. And then as we've come out of it, the right hand will come down. Your knees return to tabletop and you simply place the block off to the side, maybe towards the front of your mat. Let's take one more round of cow and cat. And tuck the chin, curl the toes, lift your hips, and begin to walk your feet towards your wrists. Keep your feet about hips width distance apart and grab the block so it's in front of you, handy for just a moment from now. The knees are bent and the body is resting on the thighs. The arms extend down and kind of roll through the shoulders, tuck the chin in, maybe wiggle side to side, working out all the little pops and kicks in the body here. And then maybe you grab your elbows and you move side to side. Then release the hand and place that right block. Now you can either do level 1, level 2, or level 3, depending on your body. So I want you to figure out which one works for you. And that block is directly under your nose. So it's almost as if you have a triangle, with the block being one of the points of the triangle. The right hand goes on the block and it's flat. So that's how you decide how high to do it. Shoulder over the wrist, and I want you to extend through the legs, hips over the heels, knees are not locked, and extend through your spine, belly is tight. And then on an inhale, the left arm will go high. Open the heart. You're not dumping into the right shoulder, you're lifting, lengthening, extending. Breathe. Wrap the top hand if you would like. Try to look over that shoulder, hollow out the belly. And then slowly release. Let's bring the left hand down. Palm pressing, shoulder over the wrist. Extend through the legs, they're not locked. Extend through the spine, the belly is tight. And then on an inhale, the right arm goes high. Gaze goes up. Breathe. Try to keep your hips over your heels. And then wrap the hand, reaching for that opposite hip as you roll the shoulder back. And slowly release. Go ahead and move the block out of the way for a moment and bring your big toes to touch. And inhale, half lift. Now, normally I would say hands to the shin or thighs, but if we have the block, we could do fingertips to the block, any position you like. And you're here, I want you to think straight legs, not locked, kneecaps lifted. Heels over the hips, extension through the spine, belly tight, shoulder blades down, and flat back. So if you have a round in your back, take the round out. Pull the shoulder blades down and back and press the sternum towards the mat. Crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Take a breath. Exhale, forward fold. You can always bend the knees here if you like. Inhale, half lift again. Fingertips to the block, crown of the head forward, shoulders down, belly tight, toes are light. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms will sweep up. The palms press, the heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Lift the heart, press the palms, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Hands can come through the heart space. Lead with your heart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Let's do a little bit of stretching up here. So interlace your fingers. Release the pointer finger and cross your thumbs. Your big toes are touching, the heels are slightly separated. You're standing up nice and tall. Equal weight on all sides of both feet. Kneecaps are lifted, the belly's pulled in and up. Take an inhale, lift, and exhale, lengthen to the right. Nice and easy. Doesn't have to be real deep. We're trying to get a stretch on the left side body. The left hip is kind of moving to the left a little, the fingers moving to the right. Check out your shoulders, drop them down the back, lift the chest. Pull that belly in and up, and the tailbone is long and the chin is off the chest. Breathing. You can always bring your hands to the heart space if this becomes too much for your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, go a little deeper. Then slowly rise. Cross your opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen to the left. Imagine you're sort of just sliding across a wall or between two panes of glass. You're trying not to let the right shoulder roll forward or the hips to start to move. You want to be square to your front. So bring the right shoulder back. You press the right hip out a little bit. And getting a crescent moon shape here on that right side body. Feet are grounded, the toes are light. Belly is in and up. Heart is open, shoulders down the back. And you're breathing. For 3, 2, 1, rise up. Bring the hands to the low back, as if you're pressing them in your back pockets. Open up your feet slightly. Do not dump into the low back. I want you to lift out of the torso. Sternum to the heavens. Gaze is up, tailbone long, little back bend, eyes open. 3, 2, 1. And release, forward fold. Let the head hang. Feel free to wiggle those hips out. Maybe move the shoulders around. Then we're going to take an intense forward fold. So please bring your big toes to touch. Bend into the knees and place the hands onto the back of your legs. Right on right, left on left. Slide your hands down towards your heels. If you can lift your heels and then place the hands under the heels, go ahead and do that so you're standing on all of the fingers. If not, just hold as close to the heels as possible. Relax your shoulders. Pull the belly in. Relax the head so you're looking at your shins. Belly to thigh connection, the whole pose. Inhale, ground the feet. Exhale, start to lift your hips. As you lift the hips, bend your elbows. Wrap the forearms around the calf like you're giving yourself a great big hug. Extend the hips higher. Roll the weight into the ball of the feet. Hollow out the belly. Crown of the head down. Relax your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Release the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Exhale, rise. Exhale the hands to the sides. Separate the feet about hips width distance. If you are unsure of that measurement, you can place your two fists together and place them between your big toes. That will help with your distance. And the feet should be flat so they're parallel to each other and the sides of your mat as if you're standing on railroad tracks. And then on an inhale, you stand up nice and tall. Shoulders down the back, belly in and up, and the arms will extend straight out in front of you. All 5 fingers touching, palms are down. Bring the shoulders back and down, belly in and up. Make sure you don't have a death grip of the toes. Inhale, lift out of the torso. Exhale, sit the hips back. Like you're looking for a kindergarten chair. The hips go behind you. The knees are behind the toes. Thighs are firm. They're staying parallel to themselves. Maybe one day the floor. Keep the knees tracking forward, belly in and up, shoulders down. Think up dog, chest here. For 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Keep your arms. And on an inhale, lift your heels. Coming up as high as you can on the ball of the foot. Trying to press the ball of the foot towards the front of your space. Shoulders are over the hips. Belly is in and up. And you're breathing. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's bring your big toes to touch, arms by your side. Inhale, arms up, palms press, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Come down to tabletop position. Make sure that block is nice and handy here, right beside your mat. You're in tabletop position and simply bring your right foot towards your right thumb. And walk the foot out so the leg is as straight as you can be. Now here's where that block can come in handy. For some people, now if you have 2 blocks, you can have one on each side here. For some people, it helps to have it on the outside of the leg, which lifts you up and allows your extension through the leg. For others, they prefer the inside hand. I want you to choose whatever works for you. I'm going to go outside so you can see it better. With the leg as straight as you can get it. Left hip over the knee, up onto the heel, and I want you to extend through the spine. And as you can see, I have that block on the second position for me. Feel free to go to the first or the third. Pull the belly tight. And just make sure that you're not pressing into the block. You're not using it as a crutch. You're just using it as an extension of the floor. And then maybe bow the head. Begin to lift the heart a little. Bring that right foot back, place it flat, and bend into your knee. Now make whatever adjustments you need here. Maybe that means walking the toe further to the edge of the mat. Heel in line with your knee. Please do not let your knee pass your toe here. The back knee, the left knee is down, and you're pressing that left hip forward and away. I am now going to move my block to the inside. So again, you can place that block there if you like. I am using second position here for me, bringing my shoulders over my hips, my hand to my thigh, and my chest is lifted. You can come to third. That might actually work pretty good for me here. Breathe. This is really about getting deep into that left hip flexor. Let's bring our hands back down. Curl the back toes and come up into a high lunge. Now take the time to set this up. Make sure those hips are square to each other. The right hip is back, the left hip is forward, and again, we have that 90-degree angle here. And as you can see, I am using the block in position 2, and it's parallel to my foot, giving me nice support here. The hand can come to the thigh. Lifting that heart, extending through the leg, getting that nice stretch to the back of the leg, belly tight. Drop the back heel so that left foot is flat. Place the block by the inside of the right foot and place the right hand on the block, opening up here to the side. Keep that knee bent so you still have the 90-degree angle. You can come to a higher level if that makes it easier, and then extend the left arm up. Side angle. Let's take the left arm forward overhead. Reach, feel the lengthening in the body. Coming back to center, pivot high on the back toe again. Moving the block away from the foot parallel. Left hand to the block. I am on position 2. The hips are level, so we're back in that lunge position. And now our right arm is going to go high. Feel free to use a different position here. Extend through the spine. Keep the knee bent. Gaze is up. Slowly bring the hand down. Uncurl the back knee. Release the right foot back. We'll find child's pose for a minute. Feel free to use one of the variations with the block, or maybe place the block in front of you. You can always do 2 blocks, one for each hand. I'm going to place both hands on the block. Drop the forehead. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Slowly rise up to that tabletop position. Working the left leg this time. So in tabletop, bring that left foot to that left thumb. And again, you can have the block. You do want to try to mirror what you did on the other side. So I'm going to use it on the outside of my foot. Start to walk that left leg out nice and long. Leg is straight. Right hip is right over the right knee. The left foot is flexed, and we lift that heart. See, you make those adjustments that you need. Breathe. If you have 2 blocks, you can have one on each side. That's always wonderful. Feeling the stretch up the back of the leg. And then fold into it. Lifting the chest a little bit. Bring that left foot in so it can go flat. Bend into the knees. So again, we're taking the time here to set up this low lunge position. The block will move, for me anyway, to the right hand. It can stay on the left hand if you prefer that. The left foot is flat, knee directly over the heel. Never let the knee pass the toe here. Press the right hip forward and away. Lift the sternum, belly tight. Breathe. Feeling the stretch up that front hip flexor. I brought my left hand to my thigh because I don't have a block. If I had a block, I might have it on position 3 on the left side. Slowly release just a little bit, hands to the mat. Curl the back toe and extend through the back toe. So we are transitioning into that high lunge position here. Again, you want to make sure that knee stays directly over the heel. The hips are level and square. That hand can stay on the thigh as we lift the heart. Breathe. I am on position 3 here with the block. Lengthen that leg. Keep those hips level. Starting to transition out. I'm going to place that block by that left foot on the inside. Bringing my left hand to the block and then turning the back foot flat. So I'm dropping the back heel. Keep that 90-degree angle in the front leg. So again, make your adjustments here. Arm right beside, shoulder over the wrist, and that right arm will extend high. Breathe. Side angle. And then we can bring the arm forward. Bicep by the ear, shoulder down, gaze up. Really feel the extension through the body. Through the opening of the body as we reach the fingertips forward versus just overhead. Make sure you're not dumping into that left shoulder. Slowly bring the right hand down. The block will go to the right, parallel to that left foot. Right hand is on there. I'm on position 1. High on the back toes this time. We'll level the hips so we're back in that lunge position. Knee directly over the heel, and on an inhale, the left arm will extend. The gaze is up. Breathe. Slowly bring the hand down as we begin to release the knee. Finding tabletop. Finding child's pose. And again, I will be placing both hands on the block in front of me. Feel free to place that block between your heels or on your heels. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Slowly rise up. Keeping the block handy. Tabletop position. Tuck the chin. Curl the toes, lift the hips, finding down dog here. This is our first down dog of this practice, so take a moment. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hips width apart. Maybe pedal out the leg. Drop the chest. Lift both heels. And then drop them down. Inhale, lift the right leg. And step it through. Right foot, right thumb. Drop the back heel. Keep a 90-degree angle in the front knee. And we'll start by rising up, bringing the hands to the hips. We're going to find warrior one here. Try to level your hips the best that you can, bringing the right hip back, left hip forward. Toe and knee forward a little, and use your hands here to help you judge where you are in this room, space. Equal weight on both feet. Inhale, the arms come up. Palms face each other, shoulders down, belly in and up, chin is off the chest. Firming from the thighs, you're breathing. And then exhale, we'll open the warrior two. Turning to the left a little. Right arm comes forward, left arm back, shoulders down. Check out the right knee. Make sure it's still pointing towards that second big toe. You're not letting the knee fall to the left. Maybe you change the angle in the back leg a little. The feet are flat. Thighs are firm. Belly's in and up. Now begin to straighten the front legs. We have two straight legs. Press both hips behind you as you reach forward with the right hand. And then we come on down, grabbing that block. So you're going to place that block by the right foot at any position you want. I am going level 3 at this point. Shoulders over the wrists, the right arm, left arm extends high. We're in triangle pose. Two solid straight legs. Firm your thighs. Lift the heart. Breathe. You'd like to wrap the hand around the back. Roll your shoulder back. Extend that left arm and then reach overhead. Now make sure you're not dumping into that right shoulder. You're lifted out of it. You're extended through the spine. You're lengthening through the legs. And then slowly release the left hand down. Bend the right knee a little bit. Place that block probably in line with that right foot as you bring the back foot in and out. So you want two straight legs here and level hips. So you might need to make adjustments with the feet or the position of the block. I'm actually going to go one, I think. Square yourself, extend through the spine, firm your thighs, and on an inhale, the right arm extend. Breathe. Revolve triangle here. Wrap the hand if you would like. And then both hands down. Drop the forehead towards the chin. Relax your shoulders. Bend into the front knee. Shift your weight to the front leg and lift the left toes. Standing split. Bend the right knee, extend the leg back behind you, back into side angle so that block will come right onto the inside of the right foot. Right hand on the block. I'm in position 2, knee, shoulder, and wrist in line. And extend the arm overhead. And slowly bring that left hand down. Lowering yourself back down. We'll find child's pose again. Take a deep breath in and out. Rising up to tabletop. Place that block off to the side for a moment. Curl your toes, tuck your chin, down dog. Pedal the feet out again. Maybe the lower hips. Down. Lift both heels. Drop them down. And lift the left leg up. Step it through. Left foot, left thumb. Back foot spins flat. We have that 90-degree angle in the front knee. Toe and knee are both forward. Feet are equally flat. And we rise up. Bring in the hands to the hips so we can check that hip position out. Make whatever adjustments you need here. Bringing that left hip back, right hip more forward, pelvis up, tailbone long. Sit deep into that front knee, making sure the knee and toe are forward. You have equal weight on both feet. The back part, the pinky side of that foot is grounded in the back. And on an inhale, the arms come up. Warrior one, shoulders down, belly tight, chin off the chest. Breathe. Exhale, we'll open the warrior two. Maybe you change the angle of the back foot. You want to make adjustments here for your body. But that left toe and knee are still forward. We still have that 90-degree angle here. You're not letting that left knee fall to the right. You're firming that inner thigh. You're firming the back thigh to make sure the pinky side of that back foot stays down and the pelvis is under. Left arm is extending forward, right one out behind you, and the gaze is forward. Breathing. Start to straighten that front leg. Two solid straight legs here as we move in the triangle, but not locked knees. Hips go behind you as the left arm reaches forward, and then we let it float down, reaching for our block. Again, we're taking whatever position we want with that block beside the foot. Shoulder directly over the wrist, extend through the spine, lift through the torso, thighs are firm, gaze is up. Right fingertips are reaching for the heavens, the thighs are firm, maybe those kneecaps are lifted. Wrap the arm around the back, rolling the shoulder back. Extending the arm overhead. Feeling the extension on the body. Gaze up, shoulder blade down, thighs firm. The right hand is coming down. The block goes flat, parallel to that left foot. Right hand on the block. I'm in position 1 again. Bring the back foot in and out a little. So you want 2 solid straight legs and your hips square. So you want to make room for those hips here. Feet are flat, toes are forward. Extend through the spine, belly tight, and on an inhale, the left arm goes high. Gaze can follow. You wrap the hand, roll the shoulder back, really lift through that heart. Then both hands to the mat. Drop the forehead towards the shin, relax the shoulders. Bend into the left knee. Bring the knee directly over the ankle. Shift your weight. And on an inhale, the right toes go high for standing split. Bending into the left knee, extend the right leg out behind you again. Dropping the heel so the foot is flat, we're going into side angle. Place that foot on the block on the inside of the left foot. Left hand is down, shoulder over the wrist, 90-degree angle in that knee. Extend the arm high. Breathe. Then we bring that right arm overhead, bicep by the ear, shoulder down. Gazing at the tricep, roll the shoulder back, really open the heart. Feel the lines of energy move up the side body. Breathe. Up into the left shoulder. And slowly bring the right hand down. Moving our way back to child's pose again. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Do one more little sequence here to get a little balancing side moon in with the block. So bring ourselves back to tabletop. Curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Feel it for a moment. Inhale the right leg lift. Exhale, step it through. We're moving into warrior one. Back heel spins flat. Knee is forward. Square those hips. Bring the hands to the hips for a moment. Settle in. Inhale the arms up. Shoulders down, belly tight, chin off the chest. Feel warrior one. Right toe is forward. Exhale, open warrior two, just like the last routine. Shoulders down. Make room for the pelvis here. Transitioning into our balancing half move. Start to shift the weight into the right leg as you reach for your block. You're shifting forward. That block is in line with your right toes. Shoulders over the wrists. Opening to the side here. Flex the back foot. Lift out of the torso. Breathe. Bending back into the right knee. Extend the left foot back. Find side angle. Reach the arm overhead. Keep that right toe and knee forward. Block on the inside of the right foot. Extend through the body. And then bring that left hand back. Place the block off to the side. Return to tabletop and then child. Feel free to use that block if you would like. Breath in and rising back up, tabletop. Curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step it through, finding that warrior one. Back heel spins flat. Left toe, knee forward. Hands to the hips so you can square them off, belly tight. Inhale, the arms rise, biceps by the ears. Equal weight on both feet. Breathing. Exhale, open warrior two. The toe and knee forward, tuck the pelvis under. Imagine you're pressing your knees away from each other. The back side of that back foot is planted. Left toe and knee are forward. Breathing. Begin to shift the weight into that left leg. You're finding your block. It goes in front of the left foot. As you shift the weight into the left leg, left hand is on the block, shoulder directly over the wrist. Stack the shoulders, stack the hip, flex the back foot. Balancing half moon. Don't dump into that left shoulder. Stem to the spine. Breathe. Bending into that front knee, extend that right leg back out. We're finding that side angle. So that back foot is flat. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, using your block. Right arm extends high and then over. Side body here. Feel the stretch. Breathe. And then slowly release the hands back down. Tabletop. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Rising up. Turning over onto our backs. Bringing the knees into the chest. Let's roll around. You can do side to side. You can do hip circles. You can do figure eights. Feel free to do a happy baby if you like that. Trying to massage out that low back here. Then place your right foot flat on the mat. Extend the left heel high and reach up. Maybe behind the calf, maybe the thigh, maybe you can reach your foot. Hug that leg in towards the shoulder. So you're off to the side a little bit. You're not really coming across the chest. The shoulders are down. Point and flex the foot. Rotate it. And reverse it. Hold that foot still and wiggle your toes. Hug the leg in just a little bit more. Place the left foot down. Send the right heel up. Again, reaching behind the calf, the thigh, or the foot. Try to mirror what you did. Bringing the leg towards the shoulder. Flex the foot and hold. Point and flex. Rotate the ankle. And reverse. Hold the foot still, wiggle your toes. Hug the leg in a little deeper. And release. Place both feet flat, knees to the heavens, and your feet as wide as your mat. So each foot is on the edge of your mat. The arms are out at the sides in cactus arms. Drop both knees to your right as you look to the left. You would like a little deeper stretch. Place the right foot on the outside of the left leg and then let both knees fall. Release both legs. Bring the feet back center again, making sure the feet are on the edges of your mat. Knees are upward. And then drop both knees to the left as you look to the right. If you took that deeper stretch, bring that left foot to the outside of the right leg and let both knees fall to the left again. Coming back to center one more time. Bring the knees in. Let's take whatever movement you need here. And extend both heels to the ceiling. Arms are by your side. Take a moment. As you exhale, slowly lower the heels to the mat. Open your feet up nice and wide. Your toes, knees, and hips open out. Roll the right shoulder underneath you, roll the left. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take the tongue off the roof of your mouth. Allow the eyeballs to simply nestle back into your sockets. Scan the body for any areas of tension or discomfort, and do whatever you need to relieve that now. Shavasana is short, so try to avoid moving, thinking. Just let go. It's the most important pose in our practice. Take a deep breath in. Sayadaw. Shavasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Maybe extend the arms overhead, the legs out beneath you. Getting a nice deep stretch through the body. When you're ready, roll to the right side. Using your bicep as a pillow for just a moment as you settle here. When you're ready, begin to press yourself up to a seated position. Sitting in whatever position is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Plus the palms float on the heart space. And namaste. It is truly my honor and privilege to guide your practice. I hope that you have come to respect and use your block to help you move into poses deeper and with better form and alignment. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Be well.